The south side of Bozeman's downtown has some of the most coveted addresses, but most of them are about a century old. This home is a rare exception, and with the cost of construction these days, you can't duplicate it. We are in one of the most popular neighborhoods in South Bozeman, only a few blocks from Main Street. And this home that was built in 2015 has all the traditional look that you love about the homes in this area, but it is much newer than most things here, and it is exceptionally done. Looking south, if you continue about a block and a half, you'll hit College Street and you can access the Gallagator Trail from that intersection. If you continue to the east about 3 blocks, you will get to Pete's Hill, Bozeman Library, Bogert Park, and if you continue about 5 blocks to the north, you'll hit the Co-op, Ghost Town Coffee, Copper Whiskey Bar. So you really have some really fantastic options in any direction, and as you'll see when we get inside, this home backs to Longfellow Elementary. Just want to take a minute to appreciate the porch. There's really the perfect mix of modern and traditional things happening with this home. And it is really well done. Let's go inside. All right, so greeting you when you enter is the foyer. You can see these beautiful hardwood floors throughout the entire downstairs. And the staircase. Let me take off my shoes. All right, so if we want to continue through, you can kind of go 2 different directions here. So if you go straight, it'll take you to like a, I don't want to call it a mudroom, but it's essentially a mudroom off the outside in the backyard where the garage is accessed from. If you were to take a left, you'll access the kitchen and the office. So this office in the front has some beautiful built-ins and additional storage. All the way to the ceiling. And then you have additional cabinetry over here for an office space. Very large room. You could easily put a large desk if you wanted to, or a table in the middle and still have plenty of room. And as you can see, there's this large barn door, so if you did want to close it off, you could. Continuing through here, a little detail, take a second to appreciate. And this opens up into the living and dining area, but you start with a little window nook seat with additional bookshelving. And then this space here, as you can see, is large enough for a piano. You do have outlets in the floor and beautiful wood blinds. Moving on into the living room space, more built-ins. You'll notice there's storage everywhere throughout this house. And it flows really nicely from the piano to the living space into the dining area. As you can see, this table can fit 8 So really good sized table, continues with the wood blinds, overlooking the backyard. Moving closer to the kitchen, something you do not see in every home. These are Tula Kivi fireplaces. They are a Finnish-made soapstone fireplace, and they are known for their efficient heat and long-lasting heat. So that's shared between the kitchen and the living room. And then the kitchen here, you have a very large island with seating. You can see more cabinetry over by the refrigerator, which is your pantry space. But you have lots of cabinetry, soft close, gas range, thermidor. Cabinets are to the ceiling, which is a really nice touch. And you have a butcher block countertop off the island here, which is really beautiful. If you come over here, you have appliance storage. You have two of them, which is really great for hiding anything you don't want. Oversized refrigerator. And then these doors over here are your pantry, and they have slide out drawers, which is very convenient. And it overlooks your outdoor area, which we will check out a little later. Continuing on through, give you an idea of where we are. So there's the front door again, stairs up and down. And then you have a powder bath here, which is a really unique room. Darker colors and finishes. I really think this sink is super cool. And then into your mudroom. So continuing with storage space and cabinetry and nooks. They're everywhere. All right, let's move along upstairs. Wood floors continue up the steps. At the top of the stairs, you have a bedroom to your right. Overlooks the backyard. There's a large walk-in closet. And then it shares access to the outdoor space where the hot tub is with the primary suite. This is a wood deck. Both bedrooms on this side have access to it. And it overlooks the backyard. You can see you have mature trees. Longfellow Elementary School is right there, which is great to have such an awesome school so close. Across from this bedroom is a full bathroom. There's a lot of extra space in this bathroom. Totally different finishes. Floating vanity. More gray and blue in here. And then you have your shower and tub and toilet in a separate room. See, there's a niche. And these are really unique. This was in the one downstairs as well. So if you needed to add more storage in here, you could. Furniture, you could. Then you have another bedroom right here. This one's a little longer but narrower. And I wouldn't call these walk-in closets, but they are pretty deep. So you can certainly still fit quite a bit. Next up, you have your laundry room. Lots of counter space in here. Sink. And then at the end of the hall, you have the primary suite. So if you look to the left, you'll have the bathroom, walk-in closet, and then the bedroom itself. This room also overlooks the backyard and shares access to that rooftop deck. Large walk-in closet. And then you have your primary bath. Oversized tiled shower with bench seat. And I really like the tile used in here. You can see there's a niche there. Towel racks and hooks. Dual vanities floating again. But again, totally different finishes in this bathroom than any of the others. Large tub. Built-in storage for towels. Separate toilet. This has a gray tile floor as well. Then if we continue downstairs, you can see the play area. So there are some houses that you only have so much space and you have to leave home to do all the things. And that is not the case with this house. So the basement has been completely designed for play. You have a full bathroom. Single vanity here. Concrete floors throughout the basement. Across the way, you do have guest space. Similar size to the one we saw upstairs. There's even a ladder in the window well, should you ever need it. There's also some great separation of space, so if you have kids or multi-generational living, you can really separate out everybody really nicely. So down here you have a large open room you can do a lot with. Obviously you can see you can fit an entire pool table in here with room to walk around all sides. This entire home is radiant heat and cooling. And I'll show you the mechanical room. Everything is well labeled. That's always a good sign before an inspection. I like to see that. And then you have a custom gym. Rubber floor. As you can see, there's quite a bit of room for all different kinds of equipment. And off of the gym, you have a shower, and an awesome sauna. So as awesome as the location is, this close to downtown and Pete's Hill and so many different things, you don't really ever have to leave home in this house to get everything that you need. All right, let's continue outside. All right, so continuing outside, you have this nice covered patio deck. And something to keep in mind about this door that I didn't mention earlier, this is an accordion door. So you can open it right here and use it as a single door, or you can fold the entire thing open for easy indoor-outdoor flow when the weather's right. It's so peaceful back here. You're gonna get some noise. You are close to downtown. That comes with the territory, but in general, very peaceful. Also keep in mind that there is recess at the school, so you're gonna hear happy kids. The fire pit and the pavers here. You can see there's a roll-up door over here for your riding mower. Right over here, you'll see a wellhead. This is for the irrigation. So you're on city services for water and sewer, but then you have an irrigation well, which is really fantastic for maintaining this backyard. All right, and then you have your garage right here. So you have lots of light from the windows. It does have a roll-up door on both sides. Built-in bench. More built-in over here. Does have an epoxy floor. And this is a conditioned space as well. There is also an ADU, but I know they're moving out today, so we might not be able to see that. Just want to walk you through this landscaping a little bit. You can see here's the window well, gate to the front, pavers the whole way. And then you can see there's access over here as well. So easy from every direction. Let's see if we can get in the ADU, if they'll let us. A nice heavy door here, which brings you to the driveway. And there's also a carport here, which was really well built. And then that roll-up door that you saw, here's the other side of it, so you have even more storage. I would say, how could you possibly need so much, but I could probably really use it all. If you have it, you will fill it. All right, so here's your garage, your carport space. You back up a little bit more. And as you can see, this is accessed off the alley. And there's the playground at Longfellow and the school. And then the alley that direction. If you want a home on the south side of Bozeman downtown that is not an older home or a project, this one is move-in ready and something special. Contact me if you want to see it in person and follow along for more Bozeman property tours.